Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ismaul. I'm from class 5B. Now, I will explain about my media, and the name of my media is Twin Flowers. The purpose of Twin Flowers media are to train the compactness for each group, train them to think fast, to apply the material in different ways that interesting so the student will not bored. And the material is descriptive text that focus on question name of animal in English. This media for students in first grade junior high school. Tools that I need to make this media are scissors, cardboard, paper, origami, and glue. Step by step to apply my media are: 1. The student divide into 4 groups. Number 2. Each group choose the leader. Number 3. The leader of each group must choose the number that written into the flower and try to describe the animal. Number 4. All of the group given the opportunity to question the name of animal in English. And the last is, the group that get the most point will be the winner. The advantages of this media are the class is not boring, and this media can make the student to train, the focus, and compact with their group. Disadvantages of this media is the class is noisy when the group want to answer or question the animal. So now I will explain about my media. I use picture as my media. There are 6 pictures. There are shop, drink, stand up, run, walk, and sit down. The purpose of my media are to make the student more active in learning and also easy to remember the vocabularies. The material is vocabularies. I use this media for students in 2nd grade elementary school. And the method is TPR. Tools that I need to make this media is pictures of vocabulary. Step by step to apply my media are: the first, the teacher show this picture to the student. The second, the teacher asks to the student what he do in this picture. And the third, the teacher asks to the student to practice the vocabularies with their gesture. There are advantages of this media. The first is, this media can make the children more active in learning. And the second, this media can make the student relax and happy to learn vocabularies. And there is disadvantages of this media. This media need many pictures to make the teaching more perfect. So, this is my media and thank you.
Okay. I use the media is Zoom, and I make the material is about Chinese box, and I will explain. I will be the teacher in Zoom, or I will be admin. So this is the explanation. Okay. Here I am as the admin of in Zoom, or we can say as the teacher. So here is Zoom. Okay, correctly that you have the application of Zoom. I choose new meeting, start meeting. Here I am the admin or as the teacher in short conversation. After that, wait. You can know that your admin is host. Host, comma, me. After that, you can share document. Okay, I will choose our material today is about Chinese box. Nah, it will be all the participants will know and will see the teacher's presentation. Here is about Chinese box. We can zoom here. Chinese box. Representation of grammatical structure, clauses, and groups. After the teacher explaining about the material, okay, we can touch. The teacher will touch in more or the three circles here. Now, we can choose chat. Okay. So the students will active and the teacher will know who is the active student to ask the questions about the material. Here the students will discuss more with the teacher and with others. Is explaining by Zoom. I use media is Zoom, and the purpose of this media, the students can join as participant, and the students will listen by the teacher, and the students can learn everywhere, but remember that your connection network is strong, and the students can explain clearly with PPT that has been ready for explained. For ability and the weakness. For ability, this media is like this pandemic era. The teacher can explain in the Zoom in the private room, or we can make the short conversation, and the time is up to the students and the teacher. For the weakness is this the students will be ready every time for join the material from the teacher. For the next media is Instagram. Okay, for the Instagram here, I make discussion about simple present. The continuing for this media is about quiz. So for quiz it will be okay. Here I use Instagram for our discussion. Okay, you can choose your wallpaper or your picture in one of your gallery. Okay, I choose this gray wallpaper. After that, you choose sticker here in square sticker. Okay, so you can choose 3 of question: poll, question, or quiz. Okay, I choose quiz here because our discussion today is about translation of simple present. You can, yeah, like this, or you can change the color here. Okay, done. This finished. After that, you can your story. You can touch your story here. Okay. After that, the teacher will inform to the students to fill the blank or fill the answer from the teacher by follow the account of the teacher. So it will be easy question for our learning quiz. For quiz by Instagram, I use the material is simple present, and the purpose of this media is the students can learning by playing the media, and the teacher can look at the students who can answer the truth or the wrong. And for the witness of this media is the time is only 24 hours. So after 24 hours, the students cannot see the quiz. And for the ability of this media is you just read and choose one of 4 choices, and we can the students can enjoy for learning.
My name is Hafna Ilmy Mohayati. I'm from 5B class. Okay, the first I use of this media is that I give the paper that there is a fresh fruit, and the student explain it. And the advantage of this media is that I can give each child a piece of paper with a graphic, and they can bring it one by one. And the advantage of this media is that children do their own, and because they have got their own paper. And I have 5 paper. Okay, the first is guava. First is guava, and the student please describe it. The first is, the second is kiwi fruit, and the third is tomato, and the children please describe it. And the fourth is coconut. The fourth is a coconut, and the children please describe it. And the last is pineapple. The last is pineapple, and the student please describe it. Okay. Okay, and the second I use audio media. Audio media. The goal is that a student can learn online during the COVID-19 pandemic. The material is Max Summary from a short story I made. This media is for grade 1 high school tools and material, namely group via class and my voice audio. It is user is that I create a WA group consisting of all one high school member, and I give a short story in the form of an audio that I share in the class group. The advantage is that can be used during the pandemic to learn online, and the disadvantage is that I can be hear my voice but not face to face. Thank you.
About a short story, and you can read and make something. Okay, in his story is the title The Golden Slope. In the ancient time lived a young man named Galoran. He was respected because of his wealth and honor. His parents were not blaming, so he could live in luxury. However, he was very wasteful and every day just squandered the wealth of his parents. One day his parents did not care and continued to spend money as well as before because his life was so extravagant and the treasure that he had was running out and he became an unemployed person. Many people sympathized with him and offered a job, but every time he got the job, he just failed and it might he always be fired. Several months later, there was a wealthy widow who introduced him. He married the widow and of course, he was very happy to be living in luxury again. The widow had a daughter who was very diligent and clever to weave. Her name is Jambin, a beautiful girl, and had been famous because of her weaving. However, Galoran did not like the girl because the girl often scolded him because of his reasons. Finally, he threatened to torture and kill Jambin. He revealed the plan to his wife, and the wife was very sad to hear of the threat. Hearing the news, Jambin was very sad, but she volunteered herself to be killed by her father, so thought that she wanted to be dumped into a dam and did not bury under the ground after the death. The mother agreed and did all of her wants in the dam. Her body and head suddenly turned to the golden slugs. Several years later, there are two widows who were looking for firewood. They were killed. The first widow named Bok Sambiga Rondo and second called Bok Rondo Sambagil. When looking for the firewood in the jungle, they were very surprised because of finding the beautiful golden slugs broke it and Einstein at home. Once they broke the snail, there was always a miracle every day. Their kitchen was always filled with the delicious food when they came home from work. They were very surprised and wanted to know the person who made those foods. They pretended to go to work and hid in the back of the house. A few moments later, there was a beautiful girl came from the inside of the church and she began to cook the delicious meal. But windows then secretly hid and did not let the girl to get into the snail anymore. The girl apparently was Jimin, who had been killed by her father. But windows allowed her to stay with them because of their first title in weaving, so put her famous back and made a handsome prince attract in the end, and she married.
My name is Yusnia Pratiwi Agustin from First Group. Here I will introduce my online media. I use this media in Google Classroom. Name of this media is Looking for Simple Present, Simple Past, and Simple Future in Comic. This media is used for 11th class in senior high school student, and the purpose of this media is give a new impression in learning grammar and theory. Use simple present, simple past, and simple future. Tools and material are handphone and internet network. And the weakness is it will difficult if students at home don't get a good signal, and the advantage is no need to use a lot of paper to share the segments. And how to use this media is the teacher will give text and the student will do the text with see that there are 4 comic in this segment and the student must look for the simple present, simple past and simple future from the conversation in the comic. How to do it is give a number mark for each comic and rewrite the conversation containing the specified grammar. Okay, here I will introduce my online media. I use this media in Google Classroom. Name of this media is Make Story from Pictures. This learning media is used for 11th class senior high school student. The purpose this media is make student imagination developing and conceptualize. And the weakness is it will difficult if student at home don't get a good signal. And the advantage is no need to use a lot of paper to share segment. For tools and material are handphone and internet network, and this material use telling story. And how to use this media is the teacher will give text. In the text there are several pictures and the student must make story from image. Select several image or combine all image to one story in text. Students are required to imagine in making the story and must still refer to the clue picture given by the teacher. Okay, I think enough.
Okay, next I will explain the media that I create. Here I am making a pop-up book media. This media is used for grade 1 elementary school students. The purpose of making this media is to make it easier for students to understand the material. The material I use in pop-up book media is an introduction to various kinds of profession. The tool and material I use to make this media are paper, skisser, ruler, print out image, and double tip. How to use this pop-up book media? The first, open pop-up book and then stand the image and then explain and then repeat this step in the next page. The advantage of this media is easy to carry and practical because it is shaped like a book. The tools and material needed are easily available, so this media is easy to make. By using image media, students will find it easier to understand the material because it is look more real. And the weakness of this media is it is easily damaged because it is mostly made of paper. The strategy that is implemented must be right. If it is not right, then the material in this media will not be conveyed properly. The next media is augmented reality. Here I use the assembler application. This media is used for grade 1 elementary school students. The purpose of making this media is to stimulate the mindset of students by applying new methods of learning.
The material I use in this media is animal. The tool and material I use in making this media are installing the assembler application and print out markers that have been made previously in the assembler application. How to use this media? The first, install assembler application and then open the application, then point the phone at the marker that has been printed out. The image that is made will look light real because it can be seen from various directions. The advantage of this augmented reality is more interactive, effective, can be widely implemented in various media, simple because it only displays a few objects and easy to operate. And the weakness of this media is sensitive to change in viewpoints, not too many creators, and require a lot of memory on the installed device.
Everyone, I want to explain about my media. The media the name is how to say it? Magic envelope. Okay, why this magic envelope? Because inside there are three papers. The two papers is blank paper, and one it is a point important how to make application letter and CV. Okay, class. The goal is to provide learning to 12th grade student and will graduate when they have graduated. And in the world of work, this letter application material is 12th grade. Not difficult to make this media because you don't make, but you just buy at store, and you only need to print out of the important points, and later student will be given the task of making job application letter and CV and practicing applying for jobs. The advantage in this media, student will feel that they will apply for a real job, and the weakness of student can just copy from Google if these ways to assignment in homework like that. Okay, I want to explain about my second media. The name is Tree of Dream. Tree of Dream contains what the children want to their future. The goal here is that the teacher has more priority to motivate students to always be excited about achieving their goals like that. The philosophy of the trees that will grow like that and bear fruit is important point to explain to students. This material is included in the work or job or dream material in 4th grade in elementary school. We only need the front to class 3, small paper, series and crayon. It's easy, very easy. Students are taken out of the classroom to see trees, and the teacher begins to give a simple philosophy about growing trees and dreams. After that, the teacher gives a small paper like that to students, giving what work or job the student colored and pass them on the tree. Before students in front of one by one, students explain the reason why they choose the dream or the job like that. The advantage is the student will know more about their own idea of and their friend's idea, and will also increase the spirit or motivation to find the dream. But the weakness of this media is rainy like that. If rainy session will make the paper, the tree easy to lose like that. Like now, I'm sorry I can't give you example because in outside of my home is rain. Thank you.